Alright, hey guys, Mitch here, and I'm going to try to do a quick demo of Slicr as quick as I can. It's got a lot going on in this app that you can do, but let me just kind of get started. You will have to register, or don't register, I don't know. I registered, it didn't really matter to me. I just clicked on the Facebook and logged in, and that was that. I think that is for the feed here, to where you can share different, share your kits that you put together. And I'm on the sounds, and there's some tutorials too as you go through different things. Some on-screen tutorials that it'll go through, but if you see right here, that'll bring up this kind of side menu, which I think that was kind of nice, kind of a clean way to do the menu. And so you got sounds, edit, record, DGFX export, project, Slicr store, which is where you can go and buy additional sound packs, kind of a global loop play button and a kind of a global record button. We'll get into that later. And so basically, if you're under sounds, you can just, if you find a sound that you want, you can just drag it into where you want it. And so you have four banks of 16 pads, so you got 64 pads total that you could load in different samples and play on. I've just been noodling around and trying to get a feel for the app. I kind of like the screen, kind of like the way this is set up. You can preview them. If you hit the little icon on the side here, you can preview, and I like that you can actually stop the preview. And then, so it's got some, I mean, the sounds that I've had so far, I mean, they're pretty good, pretty decent samples. So enough to definitely get you started with playing around and, you know, making some beats on the fly. You got different loops, and one of the things that really drew me to this, wanting to try this app out, was the slicing mode. And so here's a key. So I'll hit the slice button, and there it is. And then you have a crop mode. You could crop out the sample. You only want part of it. You can do that. Let's actually do that. I don't know. I haven't done that yet. Let's see. And you can zoom in. Can I just play that crop sample? So I could just play the sample. Oh, if I double click it. Okay, so you got that. So what did that just do? Well, that's interesting. I don't know what happened to that sample. I don't guess anything happened to it. Where was that? That was keys. That's not where I was at. That's not where I was at. I thought that's where I was at, but maybe not. So if I go to crop here, and I just want that. I guess, do I go to slice, manual, and put that slice somewhere? Oh yeah, I can't do it on manual. I don't want to crop it. Regions. Put 2 there, put 1 there. I guess that's how you would do it. But I don't actually save it. And I didn't see a way to save the crop, which is, I guess that's good, so you're not actually saving it. So I guess the workflow, maybe, I don't know if this how intentional this was, that you would crop what you want if you're going to do cropping like that, and you can zoom in to get a better slice. And then you could, then you send that, and it don't send it anywhere except for, I guess, into memory. And then you would just go here, go to regions, go away. And I just wanted that one sample. Okay, so maybe that's how the workflow is. That way you're not overriding anything. You're just, it's probably like some scripts or whatever telling it to only pull this sample and only pull that much of it. I guess, I don't know. I'm not a programmer, so I don't know. I guess it's kind of good because I know IMPC has you resave everything, and it's completely non-destructive, which is good in a way, but then you end up with 78 backups of different sounds, and you have to go through and clean all that crap out. But so, as iTunes goes, these are some, all these others, these are some Mad Zach samples that I downloaded from the DJ Tech Tools monthly newsletter. If you don't have it, you need to go get it, because it's some pretty cool samples. Even if you're not into that kind of stuff, you know, it's just, you know, there's some nice drums come through quite often. But so here's a little loop that I did. So I'm going to kind of show you what it does for as far as iTunes. And so to get things into iTunes, you just move them to your. I just moved them from a folder, drug them straight into the iTunes music section on the iPad. Guess I could pull that up. Go to my iPad, go to music, and see, I don't sync any music automatically, and so if you pull this screen up on your device, you can just drag stuff straight into this window. And so, and right now that's the only way to get things in there. And so this pulls from your iTunes library. You get the loop that you want to put somewhere, then you can hit crop. And then what that's going to do is that's going to bring what you want to use to whatever you want to import into. And so then you hit the little icon on the side. Uh-oh, I had that. So I guess let me go back. And so you make sure you saw that. Logic percussion test. Hit crop. It brings it in. You can double click it to preview. And then you hit the icon right there and save it. And what that's going to do is it's going to move it out of your iTunes. Or it's going to keep it in your iTunes, but it's going to put a copy of it in the music crate. I guess it copies it inside the app, so that way you can work on it and do stuff with it. And so then if you wanted to just drag that down, you could. Or if you wanted to kind of slice it up, crop it out, do regions, and then there you go. And so that brings me to the next screen that you can do. If you go to edit, then you have the options to edit all of these. Hush. Hush. Stop. I wish there's not a global stop button. Anyway, so you got one shots. You can change on a one shot or hold. You got different choke groups, volume, pitch, distortion, reverb, and these are all individual. You can do it individually, or you can, if you hit the multi-edit, you can select multiple ones and change them for a lot of different ones all at the same time, which I think that's good if you wanted to pitch some things. Multi-edit, you can all pitch them all the same. So that's that. I feel like there should be another window, maybe. Hey developers, I'm talking to you. See this window right here? I want to be able to double click on this or click on it and have the waveform up here so that I can adjust these slice markers if I want to, and maybe adjust it in an attack, sustain, delay, and ADSR way. That would be awesome. So please. Anyway, you got record function. You can go. It takes a minute to kind of get your head around it, and so you kind of got this loop, playable loop section, and as you click on them, these are stuff I recorded earlier. And so I guess if you see, I don't really know. I can't really get to anything. I got the record button on, but I can't get anything. And it seems when I switch screens, maybe I'm just not understanding something, but if I wanted to record a part in D, how could I do that? Because I can't get to it. I guess if I went here, is it still recording? See, it kind of went away. But how you can record parts is this kind of switches between the kind of I would call it a clip launcher and a clip hosting recording place. And so you got D1 selected. You can have the metronome on, so you can hear the metronome. And then you can go click there. Okay, record. 2, 3, 4. So that records that, and so now when you go back to this, you have something here, and so you can play it. So you can just, it don't seem like the flow recording parts as other parts are playing is there. Maybe I'm just not seeing how to do that, but it just seems like anytime that I click on one to go here to pick something else to play, it doesn't loop even with both of them off. So it just kind of goes away. So maybe I'm just not seeing something, but that's a cool. I mean, you can launch clips. You can build up based on the 64 pads that you have, 64 samples, which is a lot. You can build up an entire song in that. DJ effects export. I played around with this. If you'll see these files right here, I went to export, named it yes, hit export, and it started automatically recording. And then here's where you can song mode. you can play around with whatever you want to, and then that will then you hit export again and it'll stop, and then what it'll do is it'll save it in its iTunes folder. So right now you're still stuck in the iTunes, dealing with the iTunes stuff. Project, you can change all the different colors to different pads if you want to. You can save your project. The MIDI, I couldn't get the MIDI to work. I tried my Cuneo plugged straight in. I tried my iConnect Audio 4 Plus when it was plugged in, and it saw both. It saw the Cuneo, but it only saw the iConnect Audio 4 Plus. It didn't see any other devices plugged in, and it didn't respond to anything. So that may be a bug or something they need to address. And then you got the Slicr store, which you can download some kits. They got some free kits right now. So other than that, I can't really think of anything else I need to go over. If you can think of anything else you want to see with this app or any other app, just comment below. I try to do videos that are that people want, not just videos that people don't want, I guess, if that makes sense. I want them to be helpful, and I have a hard time sometimes willy-nilly, but if I have a specific thing that I can do, I can focus on those kind of videos better. But just like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for checking out my video, and I will talk to you later.